Night shift work at Willow Creek focuses on what happens when labor moves into the darkest hours of the day. This study examines overnight workers, their routines, their risks, and the environment where fatigue meets responsibility. Hospitals, security sites, factories, and care facilities depend on people who work while others sleep. Willow Creek reflects this hidden system. Night shift work matters today because more jobs now run 24 hours. Global labor data shows over 15% of full-time workers in industrialized countries work nights. Research links night work to higher injury rates, sleep disorders, and long-term health strain. Employers also face rising safety incidents and turnover during overnight hours. Willow Creek provides a clear case to study these issues. The location combines isolation, low staffing, and extended hours. These conditions amplify human limits. Understanding how night shift work functions here helps explain broader challenges facing modern labor systems. This research aims to connect real worker experiences with data-driven insights to show why night work demands urgent attention today.
Good evening, or early morning. When the world sleeps, some people begin their watch. And sometimes, when silence stretches too far, ordinary places stop feeling safe. Tonight's entry takes place somewhere familiar, a warehouse. Quiet, orderly, forgotten at night. This is the graveyard shift at Willow Creek. It is just before midnight when Mark clocks in. Same badge, same door, same dull buzz of fluorescent lights overhead. He has worked the night shift for 5 years. Long enough to know every sound this building makes. Long enough to trust the routine. By day, the Willow Creek Distribution Center feels alive. Forklifts cut through aisles, radios chatter, pallets slam into place. But from midnight to 8, the building empties. No voices, no movement. Only Mark, a small security team in a far office, and thousands of boxes stacked like silent witnesses. Mark's job stays simple. Inventory checks, stock rotation, scan, log. Move on. Coffee at 1, a podcast until 3, then quiet work until sunrise. Boring, predictable, safe. Until the pattern breaks. Around 2:30, in the seasonal storage aisles, Mark hears a sound that does not belong. A soft tapping, slow, uneven. Tap, tap, tap. He pauses, pulls out one earbud. The sound stops. He waits. Nothing. He tells himself the building is old. Pipe shift, wood contracts, maybe a rat. He puts the earbud back in. Tap, 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 this time closer. He pulls it out again. Silence. Mark walks to the end of the aisle. Shelves stretch into darkness. Boxes sit untouched. Nothing moves. His chest tightens, but he shakes it off. Long night, too much caffeine. The next night, it happens again. Different aisle, same time, same tapping. Always stopping when he listens. Always returning when he stops paying attention. It feels deliberate. By the end of the week, a sound follows him. Sporting goods, automotive, housewares, always behind him. Always just out of sight. Then Mark sees something he cannot explain. Far end of a long aisle, something shifts. A flicker. Like a shadow peeling away from the dark. He freezes, stares. Nothing moves. He steps forward. Nothing. His heart pounds harder now. Rats do not behave like shadows. He laughs out loud, hoping sound will break the tension. The noise dies fast in the empty space. The silence feels heavier afterward. The collectibles session comes a week later. Old inventory, rarely touched. Vintage toys, porcelain dolls. Faded board games. The air feels colder here. Still, wrong. As Mark scans a box, his neck prickles. The feeling of being watched crawls over him. He turns slowly. His eyes lock onto a porcelain doll, Victorian style, cracked face, lace dress stained yellow with age, blue painted eyes stare straight at him. Mark knows this doll. It used to sit on a lower shelf, facing away. Now it sits higher, turned toward the aisle, tilted, as if trying to see him better. Mark swallows. His mouth feels dry. He tells himself someone moved it during the day. Maybe a cleaner, maybe a joke. But the feeling does not fade. He finishes fast, leaves the aisle without looking back. From then on, the warehouse feels occupied. The tapping stops. Something worse replaces it. A sense of attention. As if the building notices him now. Lights flicker more often. Cold spots linger. The metallic clink returns. Sharp, precise, like porcelain touching metal. One night, in the oldest section of the warehouse, Mark struggles with a stuck pallet. This area is scheduled for demolition. Forgotten stock. Dust everywhere. As he pushes, a voice brushes past his ear. Not loud, not whispered. Clear. Do not leave. His body locks. The pallet jack crashes to the floor. Mark spins around. Nothing stands behind him. Only rows of boxes and shadow. He runs. Mark bursts into the security office, breathless, hands shaking. He talks too fast. Sounds crazy even to himself. The guards laugh, tell him night shifts mess with the mind. They rewind the cameras. Empty aisles, no movement, no doll, no shadow. Mark finishes the shift in silence. At dawn, he clocks out and drives home without turning on the radio. He tells himself he will not return. Sleep takes him fast. Too fast. When he wakes, his room feels cold. He notices his window, fogged with condensation. A message sits carved into the mist. You forgot something. His stomach drops. Mark quits the next day. No notice, no explanation. He never goes back to Willow Creek. But sometimes, late at night, he wakes up convinced he hears tapping. Slow, patient, close. He wonders if the doll still sits on that shelf. Watching empty aisles. Waiting. Because some places do not stay empty. And some night shifts do not end when the sun comes up. This has been another entry from the Dark Hour Diaries. If the quiet hours have ever felt wrong to you, you are not alone. Share your experience below, and if you work the graveyard shift tonight, keep the lights on. Here are clear facts about night shift work, focused on health, safety, and real data that would apply to workers in Willow Creek or similar towns. Work done overnight is defined as outside the usual 7 a.m., 6 p.m. schedule. Working night shifts disrupts your body's natural rhythm. This leads to fatigue, stress, and higher risk of illness and mistakes. Health impacts. Night shift work disturbs circadian rhythms, increasing risk of cardiovascular disease. Night workers have higher rates of heart problems and overall cardiac events. People on night schedules often sleep poorly. More than 60% of night workers report sleep shorter than recommended 7-9 hours. Shift work is linked to insomnia, chronic fatigue, and increased likelihood of impaired cognitive performance while awake. Long-term night work is associated with higher risks for metabolic diseases such as obesity and diabetes as exposure grows. Disrupted sleep cycles increase depression, anxiety, and poor mental health compared with daytime workers. Many experts consider long-term night shift work a significant health burden, and some cancer studies have found links between night schedules and elevated cancer risk, especially with long exposure. Safety and risk on the job. Working nights increases injury risk. Studies show night shifts have higher rates of workplace accidents compared with day shifts. Longer shifts add danger. After 12 hours on duty, the risk of injury climbs much higher. Fatigue from night work also makes commuting dangerous, especially after consecutive overnight shifts, with impaired alertness and higher crash risk. Workforce context. Night shift roles are common in essential services like healthcare, utilities, transportation, and emergency response. These sectors rely on overnight staffing for continuous operation. In small communities similar to Willow Creek, night shift workers might include water and power operators, hospital and clinic staff, police and fire personnel, utility technicians, and security workers. Practical insights for night workers. Prioritize consistent sleep schedules and aim for solid daytime rest. Use controlled lighting during work hours to sustain alertness and reduce light exposure before sleep. Short naps during breaks can improve focus and reduce errors without reducing productivity. Regular health checks help identify issues early, especially for heart and metabolic health. Summary point. Night shift work is essential for many services, but it carries real risks to health and safety because it disrupts normal human sleep patterns and increases fatigue and error rates. Effective scheduling and worker support are critical to reduce these impacts.
Thanks for watching. Hit that like button and share this video with someone who loves a good scare. Every tap and share helps us bring ye more terrifying true stories, disturbing encounters, and chillin' mysteries. Tales designed to keep ye up at night. This is Dark Hour Diaries, where your nightmares find a voice. Arr!